Hello, Cancers. The Ivy Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that these are so late. I have had an insane month, but everything happens for a reason. These are coming out just at the right time. Because it is mid-May right now, I am going to do a recap of what has kind of already transpired in May so far. Then we will look at what will be taking place throughout the remainder of the month. And then I'm going to do a sneak peek as to what will be going down for June, okay? So thank you all for your patience, continuing to rock with me, and let it go. Let's have some fun. Well, hopefully, let's have some fun and seeing kind of what the messages are, okay? So Cancer. Cancer, beginning of May. What's going on? What group of you am I talking to? Well, we have the Page of Cups here. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles, I love that. One of my faves. My faves. Oh, excuse me. Ace of Cups. Seven of Cups. Oh, okay. And the King of Wands. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And I'm smiling because in case you never watched, because I back it up just in case you are new to the channel. Hey, welcome. For those of you who have been here for a while, you already know I do my videos from Aries to Pisces every single month. As much as sometimes it calls on me like, or I get comments to be like, why don't you, start with the birthday season? I just like to go in chronological order. That way, there's no, I guess, special treatments or whatever. The messages come out the same regardless of, right? And usually in about the Aries and Taurus videos, I start to pick up what the main message is going to be just from one or two readings because it's so overwhelming. And this month, it is the evolution of, fire and earth signs blending their energies together to strengthen not only that bond, but to take on each other's characteristics because they're necessary. A few months ago, it was a focus on the water and fire energy, Pisces and Aries, mix and mingling together. And now we're moving to fire and earth. And so when I saw the King of Pentacles there, after sitting there and saying the King of Wands, I was just like, okay. We got it. Give me a second. So, let's get into it here, okay? Page of Cups. And when this card came out, I wanted to say this is you, Cancer. This is you, because it's Page, Knight, King, Queen of Cups. And so as you being the youngest water sign, I felt like this was you. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. And so what I feel like you've been dealing with since the beginning of May up until about this point, I'm recording these on May 17th. And we have a Scorpio full moon tomorrow. What I've been feeling, or what I feel for this, is there is this new opportunity of, a lot of there's energy flowing into you just to like shower yourself with love, Cancers. And in a new way, this earth and fire energy is to, bridge the gap between, you know, what it really means to be living now. What does it mean to have stability? What does it mean to be passionate about something? Those types of things. I keep looking at this Page of Cups and how young. And it's like I feel with the North Node being in your sign, Cancer, you just had this switcheroo in your life. And as emotional as you can be, and as difficult sometimes as it is for you to share those emotions with others, I think as you have been putting more focus on yourself over the last few weeks, over the last few months, since the Cancerian energy has been amping up in the North Node, you're starting to realize how vulnerability is not a bad thing. Because if we think of the concept of the crab, why in the modern day the crab is the distinction of what a Cancer is because as much as you have a hard exterior, as much as that hurt really gets under your skin, as much as being betrayed and all those different types of things breaks your heart, you still have a very soft center. People eat crab itself, and what do once you break open that shell? You get to eat the deliciousness that's inside, right? Ten of Swords. And so I feel like with this Ten of Swords showing up as the clarifier, you're just moving away from feeling as if everything is attacking you. Um, it's a different depiction in every deck that you use, right? But because this is an actual tarot deck, we don't see the depiction of somebody actually putting these swords in. They're long gone. So it symbolizes your life, right? Like all these lessons that you've learned, they're long gone. Whether they've been recent or not, it's over. They're not there to show you that they're actually putting the knife in or the sword in your back or whatever. Queen of Swords. So you have this new embodiment that's coming, because the Queen of Swords, for me, she signifies being able to rule with a rule with an iron fist and a velvet glove. Like there still can be a niceness, or not what I really mean. There still can be a way to rule. There still can be a way to be a leader without necessarily, going from one extreme to the other. Like you don't have to be too nice and you don't have to be too ruthless to get your point across. And so here's the Queen of Swords with one hand freely saying, come, I'm willing to hear you. Say what you need to say. But also the sword is out there ready to let you know, like, I'm not going to tolerate any bull. You can say what you have to say, if it has merit. I'm going to be merciful. There we go. I'm going to be merciful. I'm not just going to let this sword fall just because I know that I can. No, it's not that deep. Two of Cups is here at the bottom. Who had this? Who had that? Geminis. Ooh, Geminis. Geminis had. And my readings always do this too. Like they continue to build upon each other. We have the Eight of Wands here, and we have the Moon as well. So yeah, I feel like, you know, this has been your life. This is why now that the North Node is back in your placement, you know, it's just another moment for you to rectify what's happened. Go through it, heal through it, let it go, move on. Queen of Swords, you don't have to be, I don't want to say that. You don't have to be, like I said, one extreme or the other. You can be both. You can find that happy medium. You can find that balance. You can find the way to act accordingly. You can find the way to say what you need to say without. Because sometimes I think Cancer is when the emotion hits you, you say what's on your mind. You know, you say what you need to say in that moment. And I find sometimes that you may have regrets later on. You make decisions and you may have regrets later on. But if you just take a moment to pause, if you just take a moment to slow down, if you just check in with yourself first, I think that you would be able to make more informed decisions, okay? And with the moon card here, the fact that we're going to have a Scorpio full moon tomorrow, or actually later on tonight, this is the wee early morning hours, and I had an extremely long day yesterday. With you rule the moon, so that's one reason why I'm not surprised to see this card. But with the full moon coming too, there's going to be a level of release. I think with every single moon cycle for you, Cancer, there is something else that you are learning about yourself and something else that you are then able to shed from the past. And it is bringing you into loving yourself more. And because of that, you are going to then attract people who are not only going to love you, but they are going to be able to bring that balance as well. Queen of Pentacles is now 4 for 4 in the reading, even though it's at the bottom of the deck. And if I hadn't moved the Two of Cups, we wouldn't have known. But there are certain elements that are available to you. And I think as you are starting to love yourself, with the King and the Queen of Pentacles here, you're going to find your match. Okay, so let's look at what is to still come in May over the next few days, okay? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I usually try and sit and knock these out, but I don't think I can do that this month. Whew. The fact that I yawned in your reading, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. End of May for Cancer, please. Oop, oop, oop. Well, and then who shows up? Bingo! So, at the beginning of the month, it was all about you. You have the Five of Pentacles there. And I think that, again, as you are moving closer and closer into truly being a part of your power, Nine of Pentacles. The Gemini reading may suit you very well as well, Cancer. Gemini, you know what? You might have to just start saying, you go and watch whatever reading, because I was going to say Gemini and Aries, but Aries reading was very much aligned with Taurus's reading. So, need I say more? Let's get one more, please. Cancer, June, and the Ten of Wands. Yep, you can go ahead and just watch all those readings if you would like to, okay? Hierophant is at the bottom here. Let's get the clarifiers. From what I'm seeing here, oh gosh, that was terrible. Ooh. From what I'm seeing here is by the conclusion of May, with the Queen of Pentacles and this Five of Pentacles here. Another thing that I've seen outside of just the earth and the fire portion is that there is this nature of looking over your life, doing a checkpoint to see how satisfied you are with your truest heart's desires. I'm not talking about anything that people have told you to do, what you've been molded to do, what society thinks that you should do. I'm talking about what you are really being called to do, Cancers. And I feel for the ones that I'm speaking to, or for the ones where this portion also resonates or does resonate. You have been getting these, spiritual taps and confirmations around you, around like a specific topic that will totally change your life. Page of Pentacles is here. And I feel like when it comes to the status quo, in between, with this Five of Pentacles in between the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, I'm just getting the sense that this has been something that you've been afraid to do in the past. Let me tell you that for me, when I first started watching YouTube, and granted, there weren't as many like tarot readers or healers or things like that on YouTube at the time. But I continuously used to see those videos pop up, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, no. Despite knowing that I had certain gifts, I just never thought that tarot reading would be a part of that journey. And when I finally, got to this place where my life was just changing left to right, I clicked on a video, and I was just like, it literally was in like the first 5 minutes. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And that kicked off a lot of different things for me to finally feel comfortable, making my truest self public. And I feel like that's something for you, Cancer. It's not necessarily that it's supposed to be tarot or spirituality based or anything like that, but there's something that has been constantly showing up for you to let you know, like, this is a part of you, this is a part of your journey. And so with the Nine of Pentacles here, I feel like, it's something that you may start alone, you may not finish alone. So that's where that self-love has come in, is so that you feel so good with yourself that anything else that just feels off, it's not going to take any more of your time, because you'll just continue to push past it. The Seven of Pentacles here, like you put in some time, you will be putting in some time doing this. And with the Ten of Wands, I just think you finally just need to drop, like there needs to be a level of forgiveness that comes in for you. Queen of Wands shows up again. I'm sorry, it was the King of Wands. So we have two couples that have showed up here. King, Queen of both Wands and Earth energy. Five of Pentacles shows up again. Don't be afraid, Cancer. If anything, I feel like you guys have just been building up, so, like I said before, building up so much confidence that nothing is going to be able to break your focus wherever you put it. I just think it's being led by your emotions is no longer, the premise of who you are. One more, please. And two more come out. Hierophant. And what comes out again as well? The Two of Cups. Queen of Swords comes out again as well. So I just think that is divine. Once again, repeating to you that as you continue to love yourself, as you continue to live in your truth, you're going to attract in what you really want. Like for Cancers, for a lot of you, even though, Libra may rule the relationship house, you rule the emotions behind it. And your emotions are so powerful because you really want this. you really want that love that's going to last. And I think it's coming. The Chicago song. He had it coming. He had it. It's coming for you. All right, so let's do a quick look into June. So that is why I'm not pulling the Oracle message just yet. I will pull one to wrap up both May and the sneak peek into June, okay? You had it coming. You had it coming. You had it coming all along. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? My alarm is coming off because I told myself I was going to cut it off at a certain period of time. I've been up since 5 a.m. yesterday. Okay. Community, the world. 7, 11. Tied up. Could you tell me that I was wrong? It's coming for you. Love is coming for you, Cancers. Real love to let you know why you have to go through everything that you've gone through throughout your life, throughout your lifetimes. It's coming for you. Oh, and it just feels so sweet and grand and, like I said, long lasting. And you'll be saying that to yourself, like, if you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, like, you'd probably realize why I would think I would never get this. Like, having this, if you would have told me it really was coming. Like, for some of you who are probably watching this, you're going to be like, oh, she's crazy. But when it comes, I'm going to be singing a different tune. How could you tell me that I was wrong? One more, please, for Cancer. June. Yeah, what was I just saying? You'd be like, oh, she's crazy. I never would have thought. I can't believe it. Man holding a coin. Okay, so not only is love coming for you, but there's something that's going to be happening from a financial standpoint. We have blossoming abundance. We have all tied up. We have the world, and we have community, where it's just like you're hitting the jackpot. Okay, like everything around you is just coming. The more and more that you love yourself, the more and more that what is around you is just there to solidify it all, to let you know that the good you put out is going to return to you. Oh my gosh, I don't think I really need to get into this deeper than what we've kind of already talked about through the May readings. It's just energy that's carrying forward. And I don't think that anything is going to be resolved, within May, within June. I think it's going to take a little bit of time. For you all, I can see maybe July being the earliest. So 2-3 months, maybe during Leo season, maybe even towards the end of Cancer season. We just have a few numbers on the board. I want to also call out maybe between the 23rd and the 29th of those specific months. That was a far reach. Surrender to silence. This came out before. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. I feel like that's something that you've already been, you know, mastering very well throughout this process, Cancers. So let's see what else you may need to surrender to. Two more, please. What else can Cancer surrender to as June comes, please? Surrender to low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Surrender your ego. This is that emotional reaction that comes in for you. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. All right, so let's get the message to wrap up not only May, but June. What is the overlying theme? What is the main message that Cancers can utilize until I get the June readings up? Let's do this. If you didn't have seen it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? My message for Cancers, please. Thank you so much. Ooh, no. Ooh, that was a big old pile. Just one, please. And you keep getting more than one. Okay. Breaking trail. Fogged in. A breakthrough is at hand. Go slow. Take time. The breaking trail reminds me of the surrender to miracles card. Absolutely. Fogged in, I feel, you know, again, that Ten of Swords card where it's just been a lot. It's been a lot, and it's changing now. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Like, yes, they're coming in. They want to come in for you, Cancers. And I'm excited for you. So please, you know, definitely leave me feedback. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, please. Join the Fire Family, Instagram, Facebook. And again, thank you so much for being patient with me as these readings came out. But I hope that you kind of liked the little setup. I hope that it resonated. Go back and watch the other videos that came out before you, which would be Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. And I will catch you when it's time to do the full-blown June readings. Mwah. Love you so much.